environmental conservation, cultural and historic preservation, protection of endangered species. All these issues are important to our world, and they're important to the Federal Highway Administration as well. FHWA has established Everyday Counts, an initiative designed to identify and deploy innovation aimed at shortening project delivery, enhancing the safety of our roadways, and protecting the environment. Programmatic agreements focus on streamlining the process of handling routine environmental requirements for common project types.
What I like about the Everyday Counts program is it really has provided support and enthusiasm behind what we've been doing at ODOT, which is to create more efficient processes.
The benefits of using programmatic agreements are numerous. They streamline the review process, help minimize the impact on the environment, and focus on preservation and conservation rather than paperwork. But just as important, they shorten project delivery time, which in turn saves time and money.
Essentially, it's allowed us to efficiently look at a project and determine right out from the get-go whether it needs to be scoped in depth or whether it can be cleared on the PA. So right there, you're saving a lot of time and having to go out and do an elaborate study.
Oregon has seen great benefits from using a programmatic agreement on a project to alleviate congestion on I-84 and I-205 in Multnomah County.
ODOT tends to use these programmatic agreements for routine road projects that can design to the standards in the programmatic. ODOT also has a programmatic agreement that they use for routine road maintenance activities.
We're adding an auxiliary lane, and I can tell you that if we had done this project without a PA or even under the previous PA, we probably would have spent $15,000 to $20,000 on a report for that study, as well as probably 6 weeks to 8 weeks as far as time, whereas that project was cleared in 2 days under the new PA. So right there you're saving a lot of time, a lot of money, which really allows us to focus that time and money on other projects.
The Federal Highway Administration encourages every state to adopt the use of programmatic agreements and see how they can be used effectively to accelerate project delivery.
ODOT has found that working collaboratively with its stakeholders, the resource and regulatory agencies, and with Federal Highway Administration has been critical to success of development and implementation of programmatic agreements. ODOT has a paid liaison program with the resource and regulatory agencies and has found this to be a very effective way to receive the input it needs from the resource agencies for development of programmatic agreements.
Everyday Counts essentially is in the same mode that I think ODOT is developing, which is to say we have been looking at how can we make things more efficient, how can we take processes that are cumbersome and make them more efficient.
Programmatic agreements clearly offer many advantages for state DOTs.
ODOT has many lessons learned from development of programmatic agreements. One would be to develop trust and relationships early on, and also to develop a charter agreement early on, and then also to align expectations with your partner agencies and other stakeholders.
The result of 10 years of trust building from 2001 to 2011 has really allowed us to increase the amount of projects we're able to clear into the PA. And what I like is I think these are projects that are ultimately in the best interest of the public and the best interest of the historic resource, and allows us to focus our time and energy on more important historic resources.